Let's see here. Please connect. Hello? Hello. Welcome. Hi, Elizabeth. All right, so welcome. I know I'm a little early. Figured we'll wait and get some more time for some more people to join. Happy Saturday. I hope everyone's had a fabulous Saturday. I've actually had a very nice one. So, hello, Christina. Welcome. So, we're going to be cooking again tonight. I am going to have to take a break and go pull some jars out of the canner because, as you can see in the background, I have a canner sitting on the stove. It's done. It's just cooling off. I hope everyone has had, like I said, a great day, a great week, and continues to have a great weekend. Hey, Elaine, how are you? I am good. And I'm sorry about not having a video last night. Sometimes things come up, so no snow for us. I know like the Asheville part and the Boone part of North Carolina did, but no, not for us. We just got cold weather, and that was it. So, but it's okay. I mean, I think the last actual snow we had was like 2 years ago, and it was an okay amount, but it's okay. So, guys, in my freezer, let's see. You got snow twice. Oh, I bet it is pretty. I love snow. I think it's just pretty to look at. It's fun to play in, but at my age now, we're grown. I just want to sit there and look at the pretty white snow and drink my coffee or my tea from indoors. Hey, Marcia, how are you? Oh, what's cooking? Okay, I haven't started yet, guys, but in my freezer, I found this piece of beef. It's Angus beef, but it is a top round London broil. So I've got it out, thawed it out, and I figured I'm going to cook it in my Instant Pot. I'm not even going to lie. I don't use this thing very often. I've had it for probably 5 years now and probably used it 5 times. But apparently it'll cut, the cooking time down. So we're going to give it a try. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Oh, hey, Dell. Oh, yes. I hope Dell is doing good. I do follow you and see you on Facebook. So, yes, I seen he had a great Christmas. I hope your husband's doing good. You're doing great with those healthy dinners. So, Laura, hey, Laura, and hello, Rosalita. So, yes. All right. I am not experienced with the Instant Pot at all, but I know how to use it. So, I don't know. Let's see. What can we unplug here? We can unplug that. All right. So, we have it. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to turn on, what's it called? Saute. I was like, I know there's a word for it, the saute, because I'm going to kind of brown my meat a little bit. So we got that turned to saute. I need to get the olive oil out. Oh. Okay. As long as it turns out edible, we're all good. So I don't know, I guess I'll wait for it to heat up a little bit. How many of you guys use an Instant Pot and use it regularly? Because I do not. Okay, Laura, I will double check that and make sure that I approve it. I haven't really been on Facebook much today. You were intimidated with your pressure cooker? See, that's the thing. I pressure can, no problem. It's just that, I don't know. I've just never really used it a lot. It sits over there on my shelf and collects dust. That's funny, Jennifer. Oh, you don't have one? I wouldn't have had one, but it was a gift to me. And we're going to see how it works again tonight. Like I said, I've not used it a lot. I mean, it already feels kind of hot, so I'm wondering if this will fit in there like one piece. Oh, it looks like it's two pieces. Ah, okay. So I guess we're going to see and let it kind of saute some. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to do the London broil in the Instant Pot. To season it, I do have some of the onion soup mix that was in my cabinet that needs to be used up because it actually had a sell by of almost a year ago. But there's nothing wrong with it. It's literally dehydrated spices. I have some steak rub, onion and garlic. I have a jar of home canned pickled onions that I will put in there, and I will put some of the home canned chicken broth. We're just going to let it brown some, and then I'll flip it, and then I'll get the other piece in there and let it brown. You went to your first food bank today? Oh, that is so awesome, Laura. And how did that go? I hope you received some really nice items that are very helpful for your family. I mean, it's helped us out tremendously. You haven't used yours in a long time either? I mean, it's one of those things, Elizabeth, that it sits on my shelf. I honestly sometimes forget that I have it. And so today I was like, I want to cook this for dinner. I was like, but what's the best way to cook it? And then I was like, you know what? We'll pull out that Instant Pot. So, all right. I'm just trying to get it brown. I guess browning it will help to hold in any moisture. I am going to get a plate so I can set it on it. Well, I can set it back on this because it's not going to be cooked. I'm just going to switch out the pieces and then get them both in there. But my goal is to, if it gets tender enough that it can just be kind of like shredded, and I'm going to make some rice in this really worn out rice cooker. I have 2 jars of home canned green beans. And then I have some pasta that you guys will see in a minute that I received at a food bank that I'm going to make some homemade mac and cheese using that government cheese I get at the food bank as well. I sure hope it's delicious. I mean, like I said, as long as it's edible, my family won't care. As long as they have food. So, yep, there you go. Those are the sides. So, yeah. I don't know if it would have been easier to brown it in a skillet, but everything I read online said you can just use the saute function and brown it directly in the Instant Pot. And so I said, okay, one less dish. That's for me. All right. So we got that browned. I'm just going to get this piece in there. Still got oil. All right. I'm not a big fan of handling raw meat either, guys. All right. So we're going to let that one brown too. Oh, yeah. Hopefully it turns out good. My husband is excited about the mac and cheese because I told him I was going to do homemade using that cheese I received. And I got some pasta noodles that are pre-cooked. And you guys, I received that at a food bank today. And you guys will see that later on. So It won't be uploaded today. It will be uploaded sometime this week. It's 9 p.m. there. Oh, wow. Oh, well, I am so glad that you're able to make it and relax with your evening with me. I mean, that's awesome. The time difference is crazy, but that's awesome. It is only 4 p.m. here. So, yeah, one less dish. Tell me about it. I'm telling you, I swear I wash dishes day after day. But I will say my husband does a lot of the dinner dishes. So, I just kind of want to go ahead and get this started before we start on anything else. I can go ahead and get some rice opened up so I can get it rinsed. We do rinse the rice around here. I don't know. They seem to like it better. And guys, I have so much rice on hand. That's why I said I was going to go ahead and make some rice to go with it. All right. So let's see here. I'm going to turn you guys so y'all can watch me rinse some rice. I just kind of rinse it until the water runs clear. All right. So that way that can just go ahead and be done, because I mean it turns off and goes to warm when it's done. I just got to plug it in. That's one thing about my kitchen I love is I have literal outlets everywhere. So that is a good thing. All right, so now we're going to turn it off of the saute function. If I can remember how to do that. All right. They're going to go right back in there. So I just need to open up some broth. I'm just going to put about a cup of it in there because I'm going to leave the juice in here when I put it in. And I'm putting the entire jar of this in there. I'm going to put some at the bottom. All right. And then we're just going to kind of layer our meat in there. I'm going to put some seasonings on top of this piece before I put the other one in there. So, mac and cheese is life. Okay, Elizabeth, you sound just like my husband. When I told him that, because I showed him the stuff I got from a food bank, it was a shock. It was like a surprise food bank that I went to. And he was like, "You're going to make mac and cheese?" He was like, "That's all I need." I was like, "No, you're going to eat some of the other stuff too." But he would live off mac and cheese if you allow him to. So like I said, I don't measure anything. I am literally just seasoning with my heart. I mean, I season until it looks like it's seasoned enough. And then we're going to put the other piece of meat on top. You know, you got to have some salt. And some pepper. And then I'm just going to crisscross it like a T, I guess. So instead of it going directly on it, it's going to cross over this way. And same thing. I have one more, and that gets this out of my pantry, guys. I don't typically use onion soup mix for many things. I just thought, well, maybe it'll go good in this. All right. Hopefully it has lots of flavor, because flavor is a good thing. All right, some of this. And some salt and pepper. All right, so now I'm just going to put my lid on. Make sure it's closed. And we're going to cook it at high pressure. Like I said, let's see here. Pressure cook. High pressure. And we're going to cook it at 25 minutes. And see, that should do it. Hopefully that will tenderize it and it will be cooked thorough. I'm going to put this in the sink. And you know, what am I about to say? Clean as you go, guys. All right, check on these comments. Okay, cool. You got some food bank in the car. Your mom went and got stuff. We're bringing it home. Oh, yes. It is so amazing and helpful. Like, and especially the ones that are drive-through or that you don't know what you're getting. A lot of times, those are the ones that I receive items like a leg of lamb. I would never pick that out myself because it's not something we purchase. So for our family, it has also opened the doors to try foods that we normally wouldn't try, which in turn gives my children more of a palate. Like they are, you know, more open to trying different foods, and they can say, yeah, I've ate lamb. But yet the kid next to him probably has no clue what lamb is, besides knowing it's an animal. But yes, food banks are a big help. Definitely deglaze the pan. Those brown bits are yummy. I sure hope so. I didn't scrape it though, so hopefully it deglazes itself. Yeah. Hey, Carol, how are you? If you send a Scottish candy box, can you do a try with me video with it, please? My boys love mac and cheese. Absolutely, yes. If you send me, oh, I did forget that. Hold on. I forgot to throw this in there. Good thing it hadn't built up pressure yet. I was looking down at the comments and then seen it. All right, so we're good. Do I have to push start? No. It'll start on its own. Okay. So yes, absolutely. If you send it, I will do a try with me. I will even convince my husband and my girls to sit down and do it with us. I'm pretty sure when I put candy in front of them, we'll be able to do it. So, yeah. He's over there playing his game. But yes, absolutely. You use onion soup mix and cream of mushroom soup and beef broth when you make your pot roast. I don't normally use onion soup mix with anything. I don't know. I had it in my pantry because I got it at a food bank. No telling how long ago. But now it's not in there. So I use dry minced onion and seasoning. So I guess it's kind of the same thing. Hey, how are you? Oh, awesome. Your nurse came this week. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. Prime rib. Holy cow. Yeah. The things that you receive that you can't afford, it's crazy. I mean, I don't understand it. But then again, I see the price on these things and it's like, hey, that's why it's being donated, because we can't afford that. Who can afford it? All right. I got to clean this mess up, guys. I got to get it cleaned up. I can't stand it. And that goes in the dirty towels. All right. I am going to move some of these seasonings over here because I'm going to need them when I do the mac and cheese. And don't worry, guys. I'm going to bring you with me when we go over there because I do need to get these jars of milk out of the canner because today I have been canning some milk. I got some extra milk at a food bank, so let's see where I can sit you guys. And y'all can see me without falling. Ha ha! There you go. All right. So yes, I received some milk at the food bank that was at its sell-by date. So of course I was very happy to take it because I was going to bring it home and can it, and it will be shelf stable. So far, so good. Doesn't look like we've had much siphoning at all. So that's awesome. Had a little bit, but not too bad. I don't even remember how many jars I got. We'll have to count and see. All right. And like I said, I have a video on my channel about canning milk. It is not USDA recommended. They consider it a rebel canning method. But guys, do your own research. And if you feel comfortable doing it for your family, I say can it. I can it. I will be using some of my canned milk from off my pantry shelf, which is right here, to make the mac and cheese sauce. I prefer to have this available on my shelf for cooking purposes. And then I do have milk in the fridge that my kids can use in cereal or if they're going to drink a glass of milk. I mean, so you do what you find safe for your family. There was no way, though, that I would be able to have 2 gallons of milk consumed and gone, before it went bad. I didn't have space in my freezer for it. So I still willingly took it, and I have it shelf stable. I'm just going to move this off my stovetop. All right. So I guess we can hang out over here for a little bit. I'm going to cover this. I know some people don't cover their cans. We've always covered it. My granny always covered it, and it's just something I will always do. So let's see here. I want to show you guys. When I say I received a bag of pre-cooked pasta, there's literally, this is just pasta noodles, guys. That's all it is. There is just cooked cavatappi. It looks like spirals is what it is. It's the spiral pasta. So it's just pre-cooked pasta, guys. It's going to make some mac and cheese for the family. Let's see here. You wish you knew how to can food? It's never too late to learn, Elizabeth. I'm telling you. You can start out simple with water bath canning and then work your way up to pressure canning. It's not hard at all. For me, it's become second nature. I don't want to see anything go to waste. So, like, for instance, back here in a stock pot, I'm going to turn you guys. This right here has broth going. I've been having some chicken bone broth. Been making it all day. This is a small batch, so that'll just go in the fridge and use throughout the week. But if it was a big batch, I'd can it up. I don't like food waste at all. So hey, how are you? You're terrified of pressure cookers? I'm not scared of them. I mean, it's just, I don't remember I have it a lot of times. And I love hearing that ping over there. Cream of mushroom soup with onion soup. I was so excited to get cream of bacon soup from the pantry, but no idea what to do with it. Ooh, the cream soup, I literally will take and the any sort of cream of whatever is interchangeable in my book. So if it says cream of mushroom, but you have cream of celery or cream of bacon, I feel it's interchangeable. And yes, actually, I did send her the watermelon cutting board. She should have it. I could check tracking on it, but I sent it out last Friday, so over a week now. Oh, awesome. Yeah, thank you. How long have you and your husband been married? Just curious. All right. For those that are curious, we have only been married going on 2 years and been together for 3. So not very, very long at all. However, it feels like we've been together forever. You just got in a Leave commercial. I don't know how to change that. If anyone is tech savvy and would like to help me out and like tell me what I do, because I'm still learning. I'm still learning all the technology around YouTube and going live and the whole monetization out of it. Like, I'm still learning. I'm learning it all, guys. It is so confusing, though. I'm not going to lie. I am. Sometimes I look at it and I'm like, what? So. Hey, Melissa. Do you get any snow? It was 7 last night, 3 degrees expected tonight. We ended up with only like 1.5 inches. Honestly, no. We get snow every like 3 or 4 years, 2 years, 3. We do not get snow annually. So it's not uncommon to not get snow for us. It is our normal. Yeah, I'm sorry, Peppermoon. I really don't know how the whole commercial things work. I really don't. I have no clue at all. I mean, if I could figure it out, or like I said, if anybody knows what to do, just let me know. Tell me, point me in the right direction. How did you find your home? Did you buy it as is or renovate it? Actually, our home, we've done some changes to it, but it's been affordable changes. We honestly searched like what we were paying in rent in a not so nice neighborhood. We wanted out of there, and so we searched and we searched and we searched and we searched, and the cost of homes are ridiculous. So we finally found something that checked off all the boxes. It's got a few issues here and there. Like, we have a roof leak that we're dealing with. It's not leaking into the home, but the ceiling is discolored, so we know there's a leak somewhere that we have to figure out. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's our perfect. The kitchen is probably the nicest part of the house, in my opinion. But my husband is the one that painted. Like, these cabinets were wood, and he painted them gray, and the walls are black now. It was a pink color on the wall. Beef stew? That sounds delicious too. We aren't that far apart. Yeah, I would love snow. So, but we'll see. Let's see here. Watch the ads. Thank you, Laura. Okay, so it's okay. So ads are coming and going. And when did I get my chickens? Looking to get some. Okay, Lauren, that is actually a great question. The ones that have been with me from the very beginning know that last year at tax time, I wanted to make a smart investment. And so I took some of our return and I went and purchased baby chicks. I knew I wouldn't get any eggs right away, but I knew that was a smart investment. And so I got them springtime last year. So, well, yeah, springtime last year. So not even a year old yet, but the amount of eggs I get, like today, it's cold. They did stop laying, or at least I thought they had stopped laying, but we were getting 1 or 2 eggs. And then today he got 5 eggs. So that every year, if we get a return, like a small return, I try to make somewhat of a smart investment. This year, most of it will be going to pay off some debt. That is my goal, my smart investment this year. And maybe getting ahead on some things. So what I'm going to do is we're going to start making some roux to make a homemade cheese sauce. And I'm just going to melt this butter. It's not a full stick. It's like 3/4 of a stick of butter. We're going to get that melted. I know I'm going to need a whisk. And I got my chickens from, it's the same place Tractor Supply uses, but I ordered, is it Murray? Hoover. Oh, it was Hoover's Hatchery. Thank you. Yeah, it was Hoover's Hatchery. You can order directly from them, and it will be shipped to the post office. You'll get a call from the post office, and you go pick up your live chicks. Thank you. Thank you. I'm just me. That's honestly, I don't know. I love the fact that y'all see that, and I appreciate the comments. But honestly, it's just who I am. I am all about saving money. I'm all about helping others when I can. I mean, it's just who I am. If I can help someone, then my job has been accomplished. If I can save money, I've done my job. Now, if I could just fix a roof. That is the one thing that's been bothering me and my husband, because neither one of us know what we're doing. And we've never made a claim on homeowners insurance, I think it is. So we don't know how that works, but it has caused a very ugly spot. Anytime it rains, it gets worse. So, and we don't want any further damage done to the roof or the ceiling, the insulation, all of that. So, all right. So we're just melting some butter here. I've got it at like a medium-low heat. Good afternoon, Christine. All right, I have y'all sitting on my flour, so all I'm going to do is lift you up real quick. I know, you're sitting on my flour. But I'm going to lift you up so I can get some out, because I need some to do this roux. Well, if the lid will come off of it. All right. Oh, there's a cup in it. I'm not going to need that much, but I'd rather have a little extra out so I don't have to keep moving you guys. There you go. All right. Back down. All right. So, like I said, I am just melting some butter. So, have y'all had any interesting plans or anything you done today? I know my daughter wanted to go walking, and it's cold. Like, it's really cold. And honestly, had I not been canning milk, I probably would have went on a walk with her, because, I mean, they're only little ones. And I wonder, that's a lot of Let's see here. Glare coming in. All right. No, it still has a glare. I was trying to see if that helped with the glare. And if you guys like my curtains, I made those by hand. These are just where I cut a piece of fabric for the tie back. But I didn't even use a sewing machine. I hand sewed those or hand stitched. So I wonder. It just seems like an awful glare coming from there, but yet inside the house there is no glare. It's kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with it, guys. Lighting is not my specialty either. How many dogs do I have and what breed? I was the one that commented on the dogs barking at everything last time. Okay, I have 3 dogs. The little one is a Yorkie. She's a barker for sure. The next one is she's a mix. I would say she's a Corgi mixed with like a mini Sheltie. She looks like Lassie in a way, but tiny. And then the third one is Andrew, and he is a mutt. I don't know what he is. When we rescued him from a rescue group, we were told he was a pit mix. I don't think he has any pit in him. He looks like he might have pointer because he's black and white, but he's got blue eyes, and he has like these dots, these black dots on his white part. He's really pretty. He's a sweetheart. But yeah, just the 3. Now we have a lot of cats, but we just have 3 dogs. Freezing, staying in, and doing mostly nothing. I don't blame you. When it's cold, yeah, stay on in. You love my personality? Oh, yeah. No, it's me. I honestly, it's just who I am. I will never be that person that, even if my channel grows really large, I'm still going to be me. I mean, that's just something that you can't take. I'm just this little simple Southern girl. I will never, ever pretend to be someone I'm not. In real life, I am very sarcastic. So I say that in real life because I try to watch it on my channel because I don't want to offend anybody. So I do try to watch some of what I say because I can be very sarcastic. But yeah, I mean, it's just who I am. The ones that have been here from the beginning, like, I would never forget you guys because y'all supported me. Even when I went MIA for several months, I was seeing that I had comments, hey, is everything okay? I mean, y'all are the reason, I decided to jump back into the YouTube. And without y'all, I wouldn't be where I am today. I mean, my channel would not be with 2,000 plus subscribers if it wasn't for the ones from the beginning. So I appreciate it. Oh yeah, it really would. And I've got plenty of pasta that some of it's going to make a homemade mac and cheese Rosalita, but I will probably do like a pasta salad or something or another in the fridge. My goal is to have some stuff for them while I'm gone. They already have some pre-cooked homemade TV dinners in the freezer that I like when I did enchiladas or something or lasagna. I always package like individual portions and I freeze it. So they have things they can pull out. And I did pre-cook earlier today. I pulled out some meat out of the freezer to get it pre-cooked. So they have some sausage and just random meats that are pre-cooked and ready to go. So I could do that. That's a great idea. You have a Chihuahua, Scottish Terrier mix, and a French. Oh, you got a Frenchie? Oh, my husband, he wants one of those. One day. Not now. So, all right. I'm going to turn this up a little bit, and then we're going to get some flour. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Oh, cool. You're making the 30-minute rolls? Yes. That's awesome. Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth. How was I able to lose weight and keep it off? Hard work. Okay, so I honestly started my weight loss journey before I met my husband. So I would say 5 years ago is when I started, and I started slow. Honestly, I started changing how I ate. Like what y'all see me cook tonight, I will not eat. I may eat the meat. I may take a bite of the macaroni, like just a bite to taste it. But I know my body, and my body does not process carbs very well. That is one reason that I am through a program through my health insurance and medical that kind of guides me and keeps me accountable for things. I'm still on my weight loss journey. I still have about 50 pounds to lose. But the way I keep it off is accountability. I will allow myself to enjoy things in life because I have learned that if you deny yourself everything, it's harder. So, like I said, if I choose to have a small bowl, and when I say small, that is why I prefer small dishes. To some people, this is a nice bowl. To me, I prefer a small, shallow bowl. Sometimes I go even smaller than this, and I will use things like this, like what you would get at a restaurant that would have a side item in it. So portion control is a big thing. Watching what you eat, learning your body. Could it be carbs? Because for me, that is my main issue. We have people that are lactose intolerant, but you also have people that are carb intolerant. And unfortunately, it's very hard to diagnose or to get a medical provider to actually understand and be willing to look into it with you. And as far as the vitamins go, that is due to ulcerative colitis. That is not due to weight loss. That is just due to the ulcers, that the damage they have done within my intestines. So I do take a lot of supplements and vitamins. And again, that was all through my medical provider and a gastroenterologist that done the testing on that. Let's see. Oh, thank you. I do try to think ahead. And it's football time and you're still watching my live. Well, thank you. I am not a sports person. My husband follows Raiders, right? Yes, Raiders. Me, I'm not a sports person. So, but yes, thank you. That means a lot. If I wasn't on day 18 of no carbs, I'd be making those rolls. See, Rosalita, you understand. Okay. Going carb free can be hard in the beginning. And guys, I just put in some flour in here. And especially if you are in my position where my family is not carb free. My family eats as they please. They enjoy the carbs in life, but it helps me because I see them eat it and I can live through them, if that makes sense. I can ask them, how does that taste? And I'm good. I will say, if you're doing carb-free, Rosalita, make sure you're keeping your fat intake up high enough to keep you satiated. Yes, babe? Okay, sweetheart. I love you. Drive safe. All right. So, where did I stop at? You have a zoo, Laura? Yeah, I have a zoo in my house. 3 dogs, a total of, if you include my daughter's cat, 9 cats, and 2 guinea pigs. And then my chickens outside. Doc wants you on vegan, definitely been close to vegetarian or fruitarian this week. Okay. I actually was vegetarian for a while because we thought that would help my stomach and my intestines, because we were told, protein is one of the hardest things for your body to digest. But in all honesty, for me and my body, protein is what my body seems to like. The carbs, the veggies, all of that was doing more damage than the protein. But like I said, always listen to your provider, and you may have to try several different ways of eating before you find something that works for you. So, all right. So I'm just trying to let this flour roux cook a little bit to get any flour taste out of it. And walking, yes. My coworker, she actually had weight loss surgery. So she has lost a tremendous amount of weight as well. And because we work together and we travel together. So this week going to Virginia Beach, she is also going to Virginia Beach. And that is where keeping it off has helped, because we hold each other accountable. Not only do I have my health coach that will, I have to answer to, but me and her, we walk, and we aim to walk at least 5 miles before we leave work. She even asked me, she was like, so how are you going to get your steps in tomorrow? And I was like, I guess I'm going to have to deal with the cold and walk around the yard or around the house. But I ended up going to a food bank today, and there was a lot of walking involved in this one, because it was a long walk from the parking lot to where we had to get to go in. So, let's see here. I believe you. Yes, walking is awesome. I mean, I will recommend anybody to. Elizabeth, thank you. It is hard work. It really is. And it's like I said, I still have about 50 pounds to lose. So I'm not done yet. I'm still going strong. All right, so I'm just trying to make a base, almost like you would a gravy in a sense, but then I'm going to slowly add cheese to it to turn it into a cheese sauce. And I'm assuming my Instant Pot is doing its thing over there. Oh, yeah. It's definitely doing its thing. It's got 5 minutes left on it. All right. I may need another can of milk. All right. I'm going to grab another jar. And if you guys are curious about canned milk, I had a spoon. Oh, there it is. I'll show you. Literally, there's nothing wrong. It changes the color of it. But ultimately, there's no chunks, no nothing. It's smooth. I mean, it's kind of like evaporated milk. So it's perfect for cooking. All right. So actually, we got 2 jars of milk off my shelf, but yeah, I didn't even count it. How many jars of milk did I get today? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 17. 17 pints of milk going on the shelf, guys. All thanks to a food bank. All right, I need a knife. So this is that cheese I received at the food bank. It's kind of like government cheese, almost like Velveeta. Love you. Bongards. I love you, babe. Where y'all going? Speedway. Okay, I love you. All right, the girls are going to the store with him. He's taking them to the store. All right, so it's the Bongards. And I'm just going to cut some up and let's see how it melts. It looks just like Velveeta, guys. It's got that same texture and everything. So I'm just going to cube it and drop it in. And hopefully it melts nicely. And I wish I had some ground mustard. I thought I had some ground mustard, but what I can do is put regular mustard in there. Normally, I add ground mustard to my homemade mac and cheese sauce. If you've never tried it, just try it. It adds a different element of flavor that I don't know how to explain it. Everyone's always loved it. So, let's see here. Check on the comments. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Laura, that chemo had you lose weight. Yeah, I can believe it. So, let's see here. Go down. Let's see here. And unfortunately, the food bank most probably doesn't have tons of gluten-free foods available. And you're right. The food banks don't have a ton of gluten-free foods. That was one thing that, not just the carbs, but the gluten, I never got like a celiac diagnosis, but when I had my blood test done, same thing with my youngest daughter, she actually had the same blood test done, and we have like a gluten intolerance that shows on a blood test. We actually went to Duke Hospital, if you guys know anything about that, and seen an allergist and an immunologist. So gluten can be a culprit for a lot of people, but a lot of times not just a gluten, if you don't have true celiacs, but sometimes it can be a sign of like an underlying more to it. Like, for me, carbs in general. And cutting carbs out cuts my gluten out. I do still have to watch it because a lot of items will still have gluten in it that you would never guess have gluten. This doesn't, but a lot of things will. Like some shampoos have gluten in them. But I will say, I don't think you can absorb gluten through the shampoo. Okay. You got diagnosed with UC? Yeah. I've been diagnosed with ulcerative colitis since, I've had it since I was probably 19. It was right after I had my oldest daughter, so 19 or 20, when they finally decided to dive deeper and figure out what was going on. Because they knew that I had stomach ulcers, and come to find out I have UC. I have ulcerative colitis. It's gotten a lot better over the years, so I still have flare-ups here and there, but as long as I watch what I eat and stuff, I'm, for the most part, pretty good. You're seeing a dietitian too? Your doctor sent you? Yeah, I mean, it's always nice. I call mine a health coach. That's actually, she's a registered dietitian / something support. I call her a health coach. She's really, really nice. And she holds me accountable. I do have a meter that I test my ketones and I test my glucose 2 times a day for her. I do a daily weigh-in with this scale that directly reports to her. It's crazy the kind of technology they have, because the meter I have, it reports to her. She gets those readings, and if I haven't done them, she'll be sending me a message on my phone. Hey, can you please turn your meter on, test, and connect it? So it helps to keep you accountable. We live in an apartment, and there are a ton of feral cats around here, including a pregnant one. I swear they talk to each other. Feed them, and the next thing. Exactly. That is the truth. You feed one stray cat, and they're all going to be there, and you're never going to get rid of them. I have a very soft spot for cats, though. So I don't know. Oh, what am I making? Okay. Right now, I am doing a homemade cheese sauce to make homemade mac and cheese using these noodles, pre-cooked noodles I got at the food bank. In my Instant Pot, I have a London broil roast going. I've got some rice going in a rice cooker, and then I'm going to heat up some green beans. This time, I'm actually going to cheat on the green beans and heat them up in the microwave. So... Oh, that is so awesome, Laura. Down to a women's 14. Yay. We have 2 wildcats that we feed, Slick and Richard. Richard lives up to his name for sure, the short version. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. All right, so it's melting wonderfully. I'm just slowly adding more of the cheese to it till I get to what looks to be cheesy enough for me. I could get out real cheese and put it in there, but I'm trying to use this up because I don't use this other than making like a dip. So I figured I could make mac and cheese with it. Probably only going to use half of this block though. What else would you do with this kind of cheese? Maybe, homemade scalloped potatoes. I could probably do that and use this cheese. Make the same thing, the same kind of sauce, cheese sauce, and put over potatoes. That might be tasty. What the next size down will be, just look forward to the scale going down often. Went down an underwear size and wearing a bra that was too tight for. Those are awesome wins. Yes, even though I have to weigh in daily, I also have learned not to get upset if the scale doesn't move. I take victory in the small things, such as this sweatshirt being big on me when at one time it was tight. These sweatpants I have on at one time, I couldn't get on. So I take victory in the smaller items. You will notice your clothes fitting looser and stuff. So it's definitely not been easy. That's for sure. I eat a lot of salads, or I was eating a lot of salads until about 2 weeks ago. Now I'll eat the salad, like instead of 2 salads a day, I may have 2 salads a week. So I had to kind of cut back a little bit because the vegetables were tearing my intestines up. Cheese and broccoli rice casserole would... Oh, I could do that. My husband likes a broccoli cheddar rice casserole thing that Cheddar's. It's a restaurant. I don't know if y'all have it, but they have like a broccoli rice casserole. He would probably really enjoy that. And that would help use it up because I have a whole nother block of it. But I need to get a bag because that's all I'm going to use. And that leaves us with a half of a giant block. And I'm going to try to get out all the air and get it back in the fridge. And now that's melted, I'm going to open up this big old pasta. And those knives that you got me, oh my goodness, girl, they are sharp. Elizabeth, if I'm not mistaken, you got those for me, and they are sharp. All right. Smells like pasta, guys. Yeah. So we're just going to put some of that in there. I probably need to take my whisk out. And that's the spiral pasta. My husband loves that stuff. All right. Yeah, take the whisk out because the pasta's getting stuck in it. To the sink. All right. Oh, yeah, he's going to be super happy with this. My jars are still sealing, guys. That is an amazing sound. I absolutely love hearing that sound, the little ping of the jars sealing. It's a canner's favorite sound, I bet. And I'm okay if there's extra mac and cheese, because like I said, my husband is going to devour it. And then tomorrow is also leftover night. So any leftovers from today, yesterday, they get pulled out. Well, there's no leftovers from yesterday because I ended up not cooking. So, but it's okay. Everything is good. It's just, you know, sometimes things happen. All right, so that's perfect, guys. I'm going to turn that down to low. Add some chicken. Oh, and speaking of ham, later in the week, you guys will see the video. So that's a great idea. I could add ham to it. And rice is gluten-free. Yeah, rice is gluten-free. Pasta is your weakness. Believe it or not, though, for me, it's... I don't know. I'll take a bite or two of it, but it's really not. My weakness is chocolate, sugar, gummies. I love certain gummies. That's my weakness. I'm trying to see if I have a... Oh, it's just the husband home. I was like, what is that at the door? All right. Okay, well, I don't see one, so I'm going to set this in the fridge. All right, so let's see here. We got the mac and cheese done. Hey, hold on. Come here. You don't have to be afraid of the camera. Oh, you're watching me? He's watching me on his phone. It's the spiral noodles. You like that? Yeah? Perfect. Good. You'll have some with dinner. What, you want some now? Yeah? No? Okay. I was like, what is he standing here for? Maybe he, oh. Welcome home. Oh. He was waiting for his welcome home hug. It don't matter if he's gone 5 minutes, 2 minutes, same thing for me. We always give each other a welcome home hug. So, all right, I'm going to put these jars in the sink. I'm going to move you guys back over here because everything is coming together nicely, guys. Okay, we just need to open and drain 2 jars of green beans. Drain them in the sink. I could have drained them into a bowl and kept that and used it for something, but because I'm traveling this week, I just drained it down the sink. It happens. All right. So 2 pints. I think this year when I grow my garden, I'm going to grow twice as much green beans, but I'm going to can them in quarts. And for the green beans, I'm using bacon grease in them. And green beans are a low-carb vegetable, so... All right. Coffee. I'll put some salt and pepper on these in a minute, but I'm just going to throw them in the microwave and let them heat up. Nothing fancy. Right. Burnable trash. know I'm already cleaning as you go, guys. That's one thing. Clean as you go and waste not, want not. Those are two things you'll always hear me say. All right. Does my husband ever cook? He's shaking his head no. If it's warm outside, he will grill out like bratwurst or summer sausages, burgers, but no, he does not cook. I do the cooking. It is something I enjoy doing, so yeah, let's put it nicely, but get out of my kitchen type thing. I'll let my kids in here sometimes, like, huh? Oh, yeah, he has thrown asparagus on the grill. I will say his asparagus on the grill is the best asparagus. And when I used to eat it, his corn on the cob on the grill is out of this world. So he has some things, but for the most part, I do the cooking. Do I like dark chocolate? I love dark chocolate. Dark chocolate is... The darker the chocolate, the healthier the chocolate is one thing I learned from my health coach. So I love dark chocolate. I say, what is that at the door when my husband comes into? Yeah, well, I wasn't expecting him to be back so soon. I mean, granted, the gas station is not that far, but taking two 13-year-olds, because my daughter has her friend over to the store, sometimes that takes a little while. Aw, you better feed Shiloh. My dogs are on a schedule at 5:30. They will start whimpering because they know that is dinner time. You can't have bacon or the grease. It's a bad fat. That's actually a myth, Rosalita. I don't know if your dietitian has told you that, but it's actually not a bad fat. My health coach and stuff, I cook with lard, bacon fat. Your natural animal fats are healthier than seed oils. Seed oils will they will aggravate inflammations. But ultimately, I'm not a physician, so you listen to your doctor and your dietitian. It may be that it's not good for your body personally, like maybe your body doesn't tolerate it well. But those are my main cooking fats: olive oil, bacon grease, and lard. And I do my own lard/tallow. I'll render it down myself. Green beans are also one of my husband's favorite vegetables. Well, one of the only vegetables he'll eat, him and my youngest daughter. It's one of my favorite too. So therefore, I think this year I need to really grow some green beans because I don't think I grew enough last year. Thank you. It is a Pioneer Woman one. It's actually, I got it, like I said, as a gift probably 5 years ago. And this is probably the sixth time I've ever used it. Love to cook, scratch my husband. A trooper, helping, and love to eat. Oh, yes. And son, okay. Well, I'm sorry that that's how it is for you, Rosalita. I guess maybe everybody's body is different. For me, it has actually helped my inflammation. So I'm sorry because that would be one thing that would be really hard for me to give up is bacon. Um, that's like the one meat that I love. I love cooking bacon. I love to eat bacon. I will put bacon on in my green beans, my burgers, my cabbage. Like I like bacon. Oh, all right. So this has been doing a natural release. It said to It said to let it natural release, and then you can do the instant release. That instant release is like so loud. My dogs are going to go barking, guys. So are you ready to hear my dogs bark? Oh, he's a meat and potato, guys, all the way. And you can't have dairy. See, that I've been told that I could venture into cutting out dairy, but I've not been willing to cut out dairy. Not yet, anyway. I've cut out everything else. Like, leave me alone and let me have my dairy. More power to you, though, because I just feel like when they take everything from you, it's like, what are you left with? All right. Are y'all ready to hear the dogs bark? Okay? Because I got to do this release. Oh, they're actually not barking. Are they even inside? Mm-hmm. They are? Yeah. Normally they go crazy. Well, they said, I'm going to prove you wrong, Mom. I'm not going to bark. Son used to stand on my feet when he was little and scramble his own eggs. It's okay if they're a little crunchy. He'd say, I like them that way when he'd get a piece of shell in there a little. Oh, that's sweet. I love it. Like, I hate the kids growing up on me. That's hot. I don't think that bowl wants me to touch it. All right. I got to get that bowl out of the microwave, but it's hot. I don't think it wants me to touch it, guys. All right. So like I said, nothing fancy on the green beans. I just did bacon grease, salt and pepper. We got the pasta. We got rice because I know my husband, he will have both pasta and rice. And now we got to see what this meat looks like. All right. But before I open this and check out the meat, I do have 2 packages. Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, so I have a package here. Let's see here. That's not what I'm hoping to find is this. Oh, enjoy your gift from Sherilyn. Oh, thank you. Let's see what we got. Oh, a milk frother. Awesome. That is so nice. I bet that'll help too. Oh, that's nice. And haha, that's perfect. I see why she got because the vanilla caramel latte. It's an instant mix. Perfect. Thank you. All right. I keep that. And this was in my P.O. box. I'm almost positive I know what it is because she messaged me. But I haven't needed it yet, so I waited. Aw, yes, there is the decurling panel parchment paper. Reynolds, and we also have the pop-up sheets of parchment. So I know who that's from. Thank you, Elizabeth, Liz. Super, super sweet. That's going to come in handy because you guys know I was out that day struggling with the pizza dough. All right, guys. Are y'all ready to see what this meat looks like? What'd you say? He said it smells good. All right. Okay. I need something to get it out with. Uh-oh. There's a dog underfoot. 2 forks for the win. Let's see here. All right. So it stayed together. I'm only going to pull one piece out right now. And I need a knife. Where's my knife? Where's my knife? No, I need a sharp one. I'll wash it. I was just washing this knife because, like I said, this knife is nice and sharp. Well, it cuts super easy, guys. Wow. Okay. Let's see what kind of flavor it's got. That's really good. I don't know how to describe the flavor. I mean, it's really, really good. Almost like the French dip sandwich you'll get sometimes. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Like, it's really super good. I'm very, very happy with it. And I feel like my camera might have something on it because it's kind of blurry on this side, but not on this side. But that's really good. I guess I'm going to have to start using the Instant Pot a little more, especially when I have something that I want nice and tender. So that's what we are going to have for dinner tonight. Well, I'll have some meat and green beans. So, and maybe a bite of that. Let's see here. Yes, everybody is different. Exactly. No two bodies will react the same to medicines. Nobody, like, everybody's different. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Yep, got to find what works for you. Exactly. And I've had to learn that too because I do stick more to meats, proteins, and I get a lot of people that say, no, you can't do that. But what works for one may not work for the other. So exactly. We are all individuals. Our bodies are different. Just because two people have the same condition, the treatment may not be the same. So I agree. Scalloped cabbage. I still need to try that. Scalloped cabbage. Scalloped potatoes. I've already said scalloped potatoes. I'll probably make you some. You like those? Okay. Okay. Turmeric. And how would you incorporate it? Like, just incorporate the turmeric with your cooking, or would you like put it in a drink? You put it in your morning coffee, Rosalita? Yeah. Okay. Does turmeric have like a strong taste to it though? That would be my question. Because I've honestly never really used turmeric. Yeah. All right, let's see here. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to make the husband a plate. So that y'all can see an assembled plate. What, babe? Before he destroys it. He said before I destroy it. Yes. So, and he likes white rice too, guys. Like when I first met him, he would get Chinese takeout for lunch at work and always had white rice. Never had fried rice. So I'm going to take and put some of this actually over his rice. And then I need to get a spoon. This will work. And I'm going to get some of this broth that's in here and put over his rice. right. He's going to have some green beans because he has to have a vegetable. And we're going to give him some mac and cheese. And we'll be healthy serving with the mac and cheese. All right. And there you have it, guys. There's plenty here. And that's dinner. So I have enjoyed spending time with you guys. Let's see here. Capsules or chews. Oh, okay. So mustard has turmeric in it. Okay. All right. Well, that's it, guys. I have enjoyed spending my Saturday evening with you. I'm going to get him fed and get the girls in here and get them fed as well. And I'm going to sit down with them and we're going to have some dinner and some family time. All right, you guys. Until next time, take care. All right.